also before we had AI and all of these tools, we used to have to onboard people to do this. So think about like, what would someone need to be successful in this role? How do I provide them all of the necessary backstory and information to make that happen? And then your AI is that someone in this particular case. So the
Yeah.
more information you have, the more you teach it, like, I don't like this, I do like this. And the more content you give it over time, the better it will be. Because, for example, as you're feeding it content and it's looking at the posts that have done well historically, that is something that constantly needs to be updated over time too. What happened in June is not what happened in January. The algorithm changes. So the more you're also feeding a platform guideline template, the better output you're going to get that's relevant to what you're building during that time and what you're writing. Right. That is it. This one was simple. I think it's more about you investing the time to define that tone of voice, define your ideal customer, define what you would and wouldn't say, and what platforms you want to show up as and show up on. Pardon. So, does anyone have any other questions?
Anything we didn't cover that you guys would like to say?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I know one of the flows that I'm building with my team right now is get, getting from I don't know the magic. Getting from your copy to actually having Claude give the first stab at building you a Canva file with your necessary social asset. Any LinkedIn tools for scheduling posts? I am not a fan of scheduling posts on LinkedIn. I do believe that it's better to warm up your account by like engaging with the feed and like talking to people before you post. It helps build more visibility since it is a unique like social networking platform, but that's just my hot take. Will, do you counter that at all?
Uh, I would say unless you're doing it across multiple accounts, you don't need it. Just use LinkedIn's built-in scheduling feature. It works really well. I still use that.
Yeah. I definitely use that if I know I'm not going to have time that day to like warm things up or like chat with people. But I personally like to log on. I'll take like 5 minutes, engage with a couple of pieces that I agree or disagree with, and then I post.